I see a place I've never been, a quiet street, a fading wind, your silhouette in golden light. Why do you feel so real tonight? I hear your voice inside my head, words I don't remember said, but every line feels warm and true, like I've spent my life with you. But something doesn't feel right. This isn't my life. These memories aren't mine, but they're breaking my heart. Every moment with you feels like we'll fall apart. I remember your smile like it lived in my soul, but I don't know your name, and I'm losing control. Tell me how I can love you when I don't know the start. These memories aren't mine, but they're tearing me apart. There's a photo in my mind, you're standing close, our hands aligned, but I don't know this version of me. Who are we supposed to be? I trace your face in empty air, turn around but you're not there. Still your shadow follows through, like my world begins with you. Am I dreaming your life or losing mine? These memories aren't mine, but they're breaking my heart. Every moment with you feels like we'll fall apart. I remember your smile like it lived in my soul, but I don't know your name, and I'm losing control. Tell me how I can love you when I don't know the start. These memories aren't mine, but they're tearing me apart. If I forget you, will it end, or will I lose you once again? If you were never really mine, why do I feel this every time I close my eyes? You're closer still, a borrowed love I cannot heal. These memories aren't mine, but they're all that I feel. Every second with you is too broken to real. I remember your touch like it's all that I've known, but I'm chasing a past that was never my own. Tell me where I can find you, but just tear me apart. These memories aren't mine, but they live in my heart. I remember you, but I was never there. If I've never been there, why do I miss it so much? I walk a road I've never seen, but every step feels in between, like echoes calling out my name from somewhere I can't explain. A quiet cafe, a window seat, the sound of rain on empty streets. I know this place, I feel it deep, but I've never been here in my sleep. Why does it feel like home if I've never belonged? These are places I've never been, but they're written in my soul. Every corner, every light feels like something I should know. I see you standing there again, like you've always been mine. In these places I've never been, lost somewhere in time. A photograph I can't recall, your shadow dancing on the wall. We're laughing like we used to do, in a life I never knew. I hear your voice, it says my name, soft and distant through the rain. I turn around, you disappear, but somehow I still feel you near. Am I chasing a ghost or a life that I lost? These are places I've never been, but they're written in my soul. Every memory you left is a story I can't hold. I see you standing there again, like a dream I can't define. In these places I've never been, you're always by my side. If I follow every street, will it lead me back to you? Or am I just wandering through a life I never knew? If these moments aren't mine, why do they feel so true? These are places I've never been, but they're tearing me apart. Every step I'm getting close to a past inside your heart. I see you fading in the light, like I'm running out of time. In these places I've never been, I'm losing what's not mine. If I've never been there, why do I miss it so much? I see reflections in the glass, a version of me from the past, but I don't know her eyes at all. Still I feel her when I fall. There's laughter echoing in halls, names I don't remember calling, moments frozen out of place, but tears still fall down my face. Whose life am I inside, and where did mine go? This is a life I don't remember, but I feel it in my veins. Every heartbeat tells a story, I don't recognize the pain. I'm living in someone's shadow, trying to make it my own, in a life I don't remember? Why do I feel so alone? There's a room I somehow know, every corner, every glow. Your voice still lingers in the air, but I was never really there. I say your name, it feels so right, like I've whispered it all my life. But when I reach for what we were, it disappears without a word. Am I losing myself or becoming someone else? This is a life I don't remember, but it's breaking me apart. Every memory I'm holding doesn't know my heart. I'm standing in your story like I've always been shown. In a life I don't remember, why does it feel like home? If I let it all fade away, will I finally be okay? Or will I lose the only thing that ever made me feel something? If this love was never mine, why does it hurt every time? This is a life I don't remember, but I can't let it go. Every piece is pulling me to a past I'll never know. I'm fading in the silence between who I've become. In a life I don't remember, in a life I've lost to none. If this was never my life, why does it feel like I lost everything? Your face appears without a sound. In every place I turn around, a quiet ghost inside my head. In every word I never said, your eyes are something I can't place, but I would know them any place. Like I've been lost inside their light long before this endless night. Why do I feel you close when I'm here alone? Your face in my mind won't leave me tonight. Every moment I breathe, you're there in the light. I don't know your name, but I feel it inside, like I've loved you before in a different life. Your face in my mind is all that I find. I try to draw you from the haze, but you keep shifting through the space. A moving memory I can't hold, a story I was never told. I hear you whisper soft and low in voices only dreams could know. But when I turn to see you clear, you fade before you reappear. Am I chasing your ghost or the love I need most? Every piece of my world is becoming you and me. I don't know what is real or what I left behind, but I'm falling apart with your face in my mind. If I ever find you, will you recognize me? The way you look into my eyes feels like a moment frozen in time, like we've been here 1,000 ways, in different lives, in different days. Your voice is something I recall before I knew you at all, like echoes drifting through my chest, a memory I can't forget. Tell me why it feels so real, something I can't explain. We were something before, I can feel it in my soul, like I've loved you already in a life I don't know. Every touch, every word feels like deja vu, like I'm finding my way back to you. Something before, even if I don't remember it all. There's a silence when we meet that feels too heavy to complete, like words were spoken long ago in places only hearts could know. I reach for you, you don't pull away, like you've been waiting for this day. But in your eyes there's something more, a hidden truth I can't ignore. You feeling it too? Or is it just me? We were something before, I can feel it in my veins, like a story unfinished, still calling your name. Every glance, every breath pulls me closer to you, like I'm living again what we once went through. We were something before, even if it's not real anymore. You were there the whole time. No hesitation, no goodbye, just something I can't deny. The way you say my name so slow, like it's the only thing you know. I shouldn't feel this close to you, but I don't know what else to do. I keep telling myself it's not true, but I keep falling into you. You felt too real for something in my head. Every word you said still echoes when you're gone. You felt too like I could reach your hand, like you would understand every piece I'm on. I know you're not supposed to be, but you're the only thing I see. You felt too real to me. I try to let your shadow fade, but every night you stayed the same. A quiet presence in my chest, the only place I feel at rest. I hear your voice in empty space. I see your eyes in every face, and every time I close my own, I'm not alone, I'm not alone. If this is all inside my mind, why does it feel like losing you? Every time you felt too real for something I can't hold, a story never told but written in my soul. You felt too real, like I was yours before, like I've been here before, standing at your door. I know you're not supposed to be, but you're the only thing I need. You felt too real to me. If I wake up, will you disappear? Or will you never really hear? If I forget you, will I heal? Or lose the only thing that's real? I'm scared to know, but I can't let go. You felt too real, now I'm falling apart. Every beat of my heart still calling out your name. You felt too real, and I don't understand how something I can't have could leave me in this pain. I know you're not supposed to be, but you're the only part of me that ever felt like home. If you were never real, why does it feel like I lost you? There's a moment I can't explain, sunlight dancing through the rain. You're right there, so close to me, like that's where I'm meant to be. We're running through an open sky, no questions asked, no need to try. Your perfectly in mine, like we were written in that time. But I don't know where this comes from, who we've become. We were laughing in another life, like nothing could ever go wrong. Every second felt so right, like that's where we belonged. I can hear your voice so clear, like you're still here tonight. We were happy, we were alive, laughing in another life. A memory wrapped in golden light, fading slowly into night. I try to hold it, make it stay, but it keeps slipping away. Your smile lingers in the air, a perfect moment hanging there. But every time I reach for you, I wake up to a different truth. Was it ever really mine, or just borrowed time? We were laughing in another life, like the world was on our side. Every tear was left behind, every fear we never tried. I can feel it slipping through every time I close my eyes. We were something beautiful, laughing in another life. If I could stay inside that day, I'd never let you fade away. If that was real, then what is this? A lonely world, I don't exist. I'd trade it all to hear you again. We were laughing in another life, now I'm crying in this one. Every memory we had disappears with the sun. I can hear you far away, like a dream I can't revive. We were everything back then, laughing in another life. If that was us, why am I here alone? There's a warmth I can't explain every time I say your name, like it's lived inside my chest long before I knew the rest. I see your shadow in the light, feel your presence every night. Even when you're not around, you're the silence, you're the sound. I don't know where you came from, but I know I don't want you gone. I remember loving you, even if it's not my past. Every moment, every truth feels like something meant to last. I remember how it felt, like my world was built on you, even if it's not real. I remember loving you. There's a story in my veins, filled with echoes of your name. Moments I can't place in time, still somehow they feel like mine. I reach for you in empty space, trace the outline of your face, and every time I almost see you disappear in front of me. Am I holding on too tight to a love that isn't mine? I remember loving you like I've done it all before. Every heartbeat leads me back to a feeling I can't ignore. I remember every touch, even if it's not the truth, even if I'm losing me. I remember loving you. If I let go, will you fade away or stay inside me anyway? If this love was never real, why is it the only thing I feel? I'd rather break than not remember you. I remember loving you, even if it tears me down. Every piece of who I am gets lost in what I found. I remember every tear, like they're all I have to prove, even if I lose myself. I remember loving you. If this love was never mine, why does it feel like I lost you? If you're not real, don't disappear. I hear it from the world outside, a quiet truth I try to hide. They say your name like it's a lie, like loving you is something I deny. But every time I close my eyes, you're standing there, you don't disguise. No broken lines, no missing parts. You feel more real than all their hearts. If you're not real, why can I feel you still? You're not supposed to exist, but you're all that I know. Every breath, every thought is a place that you go. They can say what they want, but I won't let you go. If you're just in my mind, then why do you feel like home? I see the doubt in every face, like I've been lost without a trace. They tell me I should let you fade, but you're the only truth I've made. I try to push your ghost away, but you keep finding words to say. In every silence, every fear, you're the only one still here. Am I losing control, or just losing you? you're all that I feel. Every tear that I cry only proves that you're real. If this love is a lie, then it's all that I choose. I would rather be lost than to live without you. If I erase you from my mind, will I leave myself behind? If you were never meant to be, why are you everything to me? I'm holding on to what I can't defend. You're not supposed to exist, but you're breaking my heart. Every moment you fade feels like we're torn apart. If the truth takes you away, I don't want it anymore. I'll stay here in the dark where you're real like before. If you're not real, don't disappear. I found a place where you still stay, a quiet world that doesn't change, where every word you ever said still lingers softly in my head. The way you smiled, the way you moved, like every moment felt so true. I didn't question, didn't run, I chose to stay inside what's done. I knew it wasn't real, but I stayed anyway. I stayed in your past, where you still loved me, where nothing was broken, we could still be. I stayed in your past, even knowing the truth, that this wasn't my life, but I still chose you. If I had to lose myself just to feel what we had, I'd stay forever in your past. The present fades when you're around. No empty space, no lonely sound. I lose the world I used to know for something I can't let go. I hear them calling me back home, but I don't wanna be alone. If leaving you means feeling less, then I'll stay lost inside this mess. Is it wrong to remain in a love that's not mine? I stayed in your past, where your eyes met mine, where every second was frozen in time. I stayed in your past, even though I knew I was living a life be where you exist and face a world that feels like this. I stayed in your past, now I'm losing my way. Every piece of myself slowly drifting away. I stayed in your past, now I don't recognize who I was before you, or what's left behind. If loving you means I don't come back again, then I've already gone. I didn't leave, I stayed. I woke up with a name I shouldn't know, a shadow of a place I've never gone, but it's written like it's carved into my soul, like I've been living here too long. There's a smile I can almost recognize, fading like a photograph in rain. And every time I try to close my eyes, I fall into your life again. But I swear I've never met you, so why do I still miss you like I lost you yesterday? I'm loving you through someone else, in a story I can't tell myself. You look at me but don't see who I am. I'm a ghost inside a borrowed past. I'm holding on to what was never mine, a love that crossed a broken line. You're reaching for a version of me that I'll never be. I'm loving you through someone else, and it's tearing me apart in silence. I hear your voice in empty rooms at night, calling out a name that isn't mine. And I reply without thinking twice, like I've done it 1,000 times. But when I reach, you disappear, like smoke dissolving into air. And I'm left with memories that feel so real, but I was never there. Tell me, how can I forget you when I never even knew you? But I still feel you slip away. I'm loving you through someone else, in a life I don't understand myself. You look at me but don't see who I am. I'm just a stranger in a broken past. I'm holding on to what was never mine, a love that existed out of time. You're searching for a version of me that I'll never be. I'm loving you through someone else, and I'm losing myself instead. If I was never the one you loved, then why does it hurt so much to let you go? Maybe I'm just a reflection of someone I'll never know. I'm loving you through someone else, now I know it was never real. You look at me but don't see who I am, and I can't change the way you feel. I am letting go into silence, a memory that was never mine slowly disappears. I wake up in a story I don't know, but it feels like I've lived every line. There's a name that echoes in my bones that doesn't belong to mine. I see your face in places I've never been. Still it feels like home somehow, like I was there before I existed, and I'm only finding out now. But if I never met you, why do I still lose you every time I close my eyes? It's a love that isn't mine, but it lives inside my mind. You're holding someone else's hand while I'm standing where you used to stand. I reach for a past I can't reclaim, a heart that calls a different name. You love me in another life, but not in this one. I survive. It's a love that isn't mine, but it hurts like it was always mine. I walk through streets that whisper your name in a language I don't understand. Every corner feels the same, like I've lost you before I began. And when you look right through my eyes, I feel invisible and real at once, like I'm a shadow of your goodbye that never got the chance to come. Tell me, how do I let go of someone I don't even know, but still I feel so close? It's a love that isn't mine, but it's burning through my time. You're living in a different story where I don't exist in your memory. I try to rewrite what I feel, but nothing fake has ever healed. You love me in a different life, but not in this one. I survive. It's a love that isn't mine, but I can't stop calling it mine. If love can cross another life, then why can't I cross into yours? Or am I just a broken sign of someone you loved before? It's a love that isn't mine, and I finally see the line. You were never meant for me, just a ghost of what used to be. I let the memory fade away, even if it stays with me. You love me in a different life, but I have to live this one without you tonight. Like a name I can't remember anymore, only the feeling stays. up in a room I don't recall, but my hands know every corner of the wall. There's a light that flickers like a past I never lived. Still it feels like something I once gave. I hear a laugh behind my eyes, a voice I almost recognize. But when I turn to find the source, it disappears into the noise. Tell me why it feels so real, if I was never part of this field of memories I can't explain. These memories aren't mine, but they live inside my mind, like echoes I can't erase from a life I never chased. I see her face when I close my eyes, but I don't know her name or why. She looks at me like I was there, but I was never anywhere. These memories aren't mine, but they're slowly breaking time. I walk the streets I've never seen, yet every step feels like a dream. I know the ending before it comes, like I've already undone. And when I speak, I say his words, a language I've never learned. Am I a shadow of someone else, or just a story left unheard? If this life belongs to another, then why do I remember her like she was part of me? These memories aren't mine, but they feel like stolen time, love I cannot place, still carved into my face. She reaches out inside this borrowed memory. These memories aren't mine, but I can't leave them behind. Maybe I'm just a leftover from a life that ended wrong, or a second version of someone who doesn't belong. These memories aren't mine, but they're all I have inside. And if I let them disappear, will I still exist here? I'm losing pieces of a life that was never truly mine, but I feel her slipping too, like I was meant to love her once in time. These memories aren't mine, and now I don't know what is mine. Everything fades, even the feeling of her name. Silence replaces memory, and I become unknown again. You look at me like I should stay, like I've always been this way, but something in your eyes tells me I'm a stranger in yesterday. You call me close but hesitate, like your heart remembers a different fate. And every word I try to say feels like it doesn't belong today. If I'm the one you're seeing, why do I feel like I'm leaving before I even arrive? shadow wearing someone's name, inside a life I can't reclaim. You reach for me but fall through time, like I was never meant to be mine. I see the truth behind your eyes. I'm not the one you left behind. I'm not the one you loved, but I feel like I should have been enough. You talk about it differently, like he's someone I should remember to be, but I can't find him anywhere inside this borrowed memory. You smiled and suddenly paused, like reality is different laws, and I'm standing in the cracks of something I can't give you back. Tell me, how do I replace a version I can't even trace? But still you search my face. I'm not the one you love, just a fragment that's been stitched up into a story I don't know. But I'm the one you won't let go. You hold me like I might return to a fire that I never burned. And every time you say his name, I feel myself start to break. I'm not the one you loved, but I'm the one you're afraid to lose. If I was born from someone else, then why do I hurt like I fell from a life I'll never see, but still remembers me? I'm not the one you loved, and now I understand enough. You're holding on to what was real, but I'm not the one you used to feel. So let me fade without a fight back into another life where I was never meant to stay, just a mistake in yesterday. I'm not the one you loved, and I finally let you go tonight. A face I never truly owned slowly disappears from your memory. A single piano note, like a door opening in reverse to a life I didn't choose. There are shadows in my hands tonight that move like they remember light, but I was never taught this pain, yet it calls me by another name. I see reflections in the glass of someone I was told had passed, but when I blink they disappear, like they were never really here. Tell me who I used to be before I became this memory that doesn't belong to me. Was there a life before me that I was never meant to see? A story written in the past that never thought I'd last. I feel it breathing through my skin, a life I don't remember in, but it remembers me instead, like I'm the ghost that it has kept. Was there a life before me, or am I just what's left to be? I hear fragments in my sleep, of promises I couldn't keep. But I don't know who made them first, or who was left to hurt. Every mirror shows a trace of a stranger wearing my face, and I don't know which one is real, the one I am or used to feel. If I was someone else before, why does it feel like something more? Like I've walked this road before. Was there a life before me, where I was whole and free? Before I woke up in this skin, with memories I'm trapped in, I reached for something out of time, a version that was never mine, but still it bleeds inside my mind, like I was never redefined. Was there a life before me, or am I just a borrowed story? Maybe I'm just the echo of someone I'll never know, or the ending of a life that refused to let me go. Was there a life before me, or just a broken memory? I feel it slipping through my name, like I was never quite the same. If I was someone else before, then who am I crying for? A life that I can't return to, or one I never truly knew. Was there a life before me, or am I still becoming me? The piano fades like a question, with no answer left behind. Only silence remembers what I can't define. I stood in front of you that night, thinking maybe I could make it right. But your eyes already knew the truth before I said a single word to you. You looked at me like I was wrong, like I had never been here all along. And in the silence between your breath, I felt the weight of someone else's death. Tell me what you saw in me, a ghost of who I used to be, or someone you refused to believe. You said you're not him, like a knife that cuts within, like everything I felt was fake, like I was just a mistake. You said you're not him, and I broke in front of your skin, because I knew right from that line I was never yours in this time. You said you're not him, and I disappeared within. I tried to reach your memory, to fit inside your history, but every piece I tried to hold turned into something cold. You stepped away like I was there, like I had never been standing there. And all the love I thought was real became something I couldn't feel. If I was never in your past, then why did I feel it last? Like it was always meant to crash. You said you're not him, and the world went quiet again, like every became the end of him. If I am only a replacement for someone I can't replace, then why does it hurt so deeply to see it on your face? You said you're not him, and I finally understand. I was holding someone's shadow with empty, trembling hands. You said you're not him, and I let the silence win, because loving you was never mine, just a memory out of line. You said you're not him, and I faded from within. The piano slows to nothing, and your voice becomes a memory that I was never part of. I stood right there in front of you, but I might as well have been invisible too. Your eyes didn't stop, didn't stay, like I was never in your way. I spoke your name, you didn't turn, like I was something you've unlearned. And in that moment I understood I was never something you could. Tell me, how do I exist when I'm erased by just one glance like this? Like I was never missed. You look through me, like I was there you couldn't see. Like every piece of me you knew was something you outgrew. You looked through me, and I disappeared quietly. No goodbye, no final sign, just a shadow out of time. You looked through me, and I broke inside of me. I tried to step into your space, but I was never in the right place. Like I was written out the scene of someone else's dream. You walked away without a sound, and I was still standing on the ground. But somehow I wasn't there at all, just a silence in the hall. If I was real inside your mind, then why do I feel so far behind? Like I was left out of time. You looked through me, like I was never meant to be. A face you'd stop and recognize, just emptiness behind your eyes. You looked through me, and I became what you don't see. A love that never reached your heart, because I was never part. You looked through me, and I fell apart quietly. If love can fade this easily, then what does it mean to me? Was I ever really here, or just a thought you couldn't keep? You looked through me, and now I understand clearly. I was never in your story, just a fading memory. You looked through me, and I let myself believe that I could ever be enough for a love that turned to is dissolving into light, until nothing is left to see. I was written in your yesterday, between the lines you used to say. But time has started pulling me out of your reality. I feel my edges disappearing, like I was never really near you. And every memory you hold feels colder as it grows old. Tell me if I was ever real, or just a feeling you used to feel before it all turned surreal. I'm fading out of your story, like I was never part of glory. A chapter you don't read again, a name that slips into the end. I'm fading out of your story, no more love, no more memory, just a ghost inside the page, slowly erased away. I'm fading out of your story, and you don't even notice me. You walk through scenes I used to stand, but never reach to take my hand. It's like I'm air you pass right through, a dream you never knew. And I can feel the ink dissolve, as if your heart no longer calls. The version of me that you knew is breaking into something new. If I was ever in your mind, why am I leaving piece by piece behind, lost between your shifting time? I'm fading out of your story, a love that lost its memory. You turn the page and I'm not there, just empty space, just air. I'm fading out of your story, a road that ends so quietly, and all that's left of what we were is something you no longer prefer. I'm fading out of your story, until I'm nothing you can see. Maybe I was only borrowed from a life that wasn't mine, a reflection of a feeling that you left far behind. I'm fading out of your story, and I accept this ending slowly. No more reaching, no more pain, just silence calling out my name. I'm fading out of your story, and now I understand clearly. If I was never meant to stay, then I will disappear that way. I'm fading out of your story, and I'm finally letting go of me. No last words left to say, only the feeling remains as I slowly slip away. I wake up and your name is gone, like it was never here all along. But something in my chest still knows it hurts in ways I can't explain. There's a silence where you used to be, a shape I almost cannot see. And I swear I felt this before, losing you 1,000 times or more. Why does it feel like breaking every time I start forgetting something I never fully knew? I'm forgetting you again, like I've done it in the end. Piece by piece you disappear, but the feeling stays right here. I'm forgetting you again, and it hurts, but I can't defend a love that never stayed the same, but still whispers out your name. I'm forgetting you again, and I don't know who I was with then. I try to hold on to your face, but it keeps fading out of place, like smoke that never learns to stay, just drifting further every day. And every time I almost see the life you meant to give to me, it breaks apart before I touch a memory that means too much. Tell me, how do I release something that won't let me leave, even when it's not with me? I'm forgetting you again, but you're still under my skin, like a ghost I can't remove from a past I never knew. I'm forgetting you again, but I still feel you within every silence, every breath, like love that never learned its death. I'm forgetting you again, and I'm losing you all over then. Maybe I was never meant to keep a love that never sent its message through reality, but stayed alive inside of me. I'm forgetting you again, and I feel it breaking in, a name I almost recognize, fading out behind my eyes. I'm forgetting you again, and I don't know where I end or where your memory begins, but I feel you leaving thin. I'm forgetting you again, and I'm alone with what might have been, like a thought I almost kept, but let go without knowing I was losing you again. I reach into the silence now, where your voice should somehow be, but all I find is open air and fragments of a memory. I swear I almost hear your name, but it breaks before it stays the same, like it was never meant for me, just something I imagined to believe. Tell me what I'm holding on to, if even memories undo themselves when I reach through. An empty memory remains, like a love that lost its name. I feel it fading in my chest, a shadow I can't forget. just the echo of your trace, slowly disappearing place. An empty memory remains, and I don't know who to blame. The rooms we lived in disappear, like they were never really here. And every step I try to take feels like a dream about to break. Your face is turning into light, a blur that slips out of my sight. And I can't tell what's real anymore, or what I've lost behind this door. If I was ever close to you, why does it feel like something new is erasing what I knew? An empty memory remains, but it's hollow in my veins. A love that doesn't have a form, just silence after every storm. An empty memory remains, and I keep calling out your name, but even echoes don't reply. They fade before they reach the sky. An empty memory remains, and I'm the only one who stays. Maybe love was never meant to survive what time has spent on breaking everything we were into something less than hurt. An empty memory remains, and I accept the missing frames, the story I can't hold again because it never had an end. An empty memory remains, and I finally understand. I was chasing something gone that was never truly mine at all. An empty memory remains, and I let it slip away. Piano dissolves into silence. No more faces left to see. Only emptiness remains where you used to be.